So I'm sure you've seen art trends on your platform of choice, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. And I'm sure you've heard of the Color Wheel Challenge. If you haven't, hi, I'm Revi. And the Color Wheel Challenge is essentially a little thing where artists will draw characters in different segments of a color wheel that matches the color. So red characters in the red section, orange characters in the orange section, so on and so forth. Colors. I personally have seen this color wheel trend go around a few times, and recently I decided to do it. And my characters of choice were Vtubers. I decided to do Vtubers because I'm a Vtuber, and I like drawing Vtuber fan art. This was the original sketch that I did for the wheel. I drew it at work, don't judge me, okay? But I had a very difficult time choosing which Vtubers I wanted to draw for the sections. I knew I didn't only want to do one Vtuber per section. Now that'd be too easy. So after a bit of back and forth, I decided on going on 3 Vtubers per color. So it wasn't going to look too empty, but not too crowded. A nice, happy medium. So with that out of the way, without further ado, let's get into the speed paint. So we're now onto the speed paint part of the video. The order that I did the colors in was rainbow order. I did have to turn the color wheel that I was using because red was weirdly placed, but that's besides the point. For red, there wasn't too much struggle on deciding who I wanted to draw. I drew Booble, who I've drawn before. She's adorable. I love her model so much. Jimmy or Chimi, depending on what social platform you find her on, who is a friend of mine. I adore Jimmy. Please go check her out. Her Twitter is a lot of not safe for work, so do be advised on that. But she is very sweet, very good friend. And I drew Zentreya. I was going to draw Joel. I did Joel instead, but I didn't think he was red enough. He had more of a purpley hue. I still want to draw him. I ain't get around to drawing him. But, Zentreya was also really freaking sweet, and she reposted my tweet for the red portion, and that kind of skyrocketed the traction on that post to fucking Kingdom Come. Zen was great. Which I noticed while I was at work, so I totally didn't forget about that. No, totally not. Zentreya, I think, was the hardest to color out of all of the characters in red, and I think that's because I've drawn Jimmy and Booble before, but I think it was mostly Zen's little choker necklace kind of piece that gave me a bit of a hard time, but I really like how she came out. Orange also wasn't that hard of a decision for me. I've been a fan of Obkatiekat and BuffPuff for a good while now. I do believe Obkatiekat was one of the first actual big VTubers I was introduced to outside of, Ironmouse. Mostly because of her music. One of my good friends, Razazel, recommended me some of her music and kind of got me into a bit of heavy metal. And I really like a lot of her music. I was thinking of a third orange VTuber. It took a bit. I ended up landing on Deme, who I saw her 3D model, and I love her 3D model. I like the rigging, and I like how fluid it looks, and the tail. I love her model. And I'm really proud of how Katie's icon turned out. The guitar gave me a bit of a struggle, but the way that her hand with the guitar and her nails, it looks really nice. And like, I like how Buff's ears also turned out. They look so fluffy and soft. And I didn't really struggle too much with this one. Now, yellow. Yellow, I knew exactly who I was gonna draw. I knew I wanted to draw Dokibird. Everyone knows who Doki is. And I have been meaning to draw Doki for the longest time. Also, plus, you know, Dad, her dog. And I drew BigPapaLemon and HYPAVOX. HYPAVOX is also like, look at her colors. She's so colorful. I had to draw her for yellow. And then BigPapaLemon is also really cool. He's the guy who does the Small Streamer Awards. So, you know, maybe vote me. I don't know. I don't know if this video is gonna be out in time for the Small Streamer Awards. But if it's not, sorry, I'll be quiet. But yeah, go check him out. Go check him out. Green is where I started to get a little burnt out with art, and I also realized that 2 of the Vtubers I really wanted to draw for green did not fit right, so I had to go search for other green Vtubers, but I ended up drawing Liamulicious, BreadIsRye, and NyomiLeigh. Naomi is genuinely one of the silliest Vtubers I've ever seen. Look up NyomiLeigh on like shrimp model. There's a little shrimp customizable model. She's so silly. BreadIsRye is also an adorable VTuber. I love their model, and I've been a fan of Liamu for a good bit. I've been wanting to draw her for a good while. It was a good excuse to draw some cute VTubers. Like, guys, I just like drawing cute VTubers. Cyan and Indigo both gave me issues. Okay, I'm gonna put that out there. Both Cyan and Indigo gave me issues. Mostly because I was trying to decide whether or not these VTubers are light blue or dark blue. Because they were simply blue. I did eventually get it sorted out, so it's okay. For Cyan, I drew NyomiLeigh, Bao, and LunnarBunnie. Most people, I think, have heard of Bao, or at least some of her music. She's been doing music for so long. NyomiLeigh is also like a voice actor and a singer, and she's really cool, and she does really cool work. And LunnarBunnie was one of my like first favorite VTubers. I used to watch a lot of her streams a while ago. Haven't been able to catch a lot of streams. Kind of sad about it, but you know. And Indigo. Indigo is fun. I drew Boo? I still don't know if I'm pronouncing her name wrong or right, and I feel kind of bad. But I also drew YomiQuinnley and Fufu. Yomi, I adore Yomi's design. She's a silly little scientist, and I love her design so much. I've also been wanting to draw her for a while because Yomi's genuinely like really sweet, and yeah, I've been wanting to draw her, so I drew her. And Fufu didn't really give me a lot of issues. I kind of struggled to get like the like galaxy look she has going on. Well, not galaxy, but like black hole, you know. Tried to get it looking right. I think I got it to look right, and she left a really sweet comment on my post. So that was sweet. But I'm still really proud of how the blues came out. I think that looks really pretty. And then purple. Second to last. For purple, I was very excited to get to purple because I got to draw my Oshi. For anyone who doesn't know, in the VTubing scene, your Oshi is one of your favorite VTubers. Like, your favorite VTubers are called Oshis. Those are the VTubers that you love and adore and you want to see succeed. Okay? My Oshi, or one of my Oshis, is Joeiwanko. I found him a couple months ago. Haven't gotten around to drawing him until the color wheel. And I love his design. He's so freaking cute. And he does music. And he does cosplay. And he does a bunch of cute content. And oh my gosh. I adore his model and his design. And he's adorable. I also drew Fuka and Tiffy. Fuka, I've been watching her content for a while, and I think she's silly. I think she's silly goofy. I quite like her content. And Tiffy is a recent mutual, and I quite like her model. She's silly looking in a good way. And then last but not least, Pink. I also managed to not draw myself, because at the time of drawing this, I did not debut my 2.0 model. My 2.0 model was not out. I looked like this. And as you can see, I do not look like this anymore. I look like this. Shout out to the people who made my 2.0 debut a reality, because hell yeah. But I did, however, draw Ironmouse, who's one of my biggest streaming inspirations, Starrberee, and I really like how turned out. He has a bunch of little itty bitty tiny details, and I am a sucker for cute little details. I do hope that I did his design justice with like how tiny I had to draw it, but it turned out really cute. And like the little hat and the hair clips and like the flowers and the colors and the pastels. Oh my gosh. And then Starrberee. Star is so freaking sweet. She's a mutual of mine. She's popped into my Twitch chat a couple times, and oh my, she's so sweet, and she's got like the cutest little model. I adore her design. Do make sure to check out all of the VTubers that I mentioned. All their information will be in my description if you can't find them from the designs that I pulled up. Or leave a comment and I will give you a direct link of where to find them. But that is all for the speed paint. Overall, I'm really happy with how this color wheel came out, and I do apologize for how long it has taken me to get this video out. It was supposed to be out a few months ago, but whoops, I guess. It's out. But, hey, if you like my art, please consider checking out my other socials. I post frequently art on my Twitter, and Discord gets a lot of my work progresses and sketches and little doodles and whatnot. But I hope you enjoyed this video, watching the art and listening to me yap, and I hope that I'll see you next time.